Hello, 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 and welcome to Summit Quarterfinals. We are witnessing a matchup between 9PZ and LGN on the battlefield of Kursk Night. They'll be fighting over Yamki. Now, according to the predictions, this is quite the matchup. David versus Goliath type situation. 9PZ is riding off the high of beating ROFS. This is their first time participating in the coveted Summit bracket. But LGN is a monster in all ways. I'll be streaming this from the POV of LGN. Apparently, certain people have asked me to pay attention to the central trucks. Pay attention I will, but first I gotta get this kick-ass filter. What the fuck am I It seems that Don Live and Libby have opted to use flamethrowers on top of the trucks. It appears Ghosted 2 and Carty. We got 4 flamethrowers on top of the trucks in the middle. We also have Pookie and Omen with the truck snipes.
Don't Libby, try to wait a little bit before you start. That way we get a little closer to point with it.
Everybody's gonna be out of fuel whenever we get to point, and we're gonna lose all of our opening frags. It's gonna be hilarious.
No, we're not. We got pistols. It's not.
And they're off! Flamethrowers in hand. Hearing some shells going off. Maybe we see some truck snipes. First rockets are flying to the sky. Will we see some snipes from LGN? Snipes from 9PZ. We see the flames coming into the sky. They're announcing their presence like it's the set of a Mad Max film. See some rockets going down to Yamki. Some more flamethrowers. Oh, that rocket looked like it almost would have hit something. And it looks like 9PZ are starting to dismount. LGN secure Yamki first. They get the initial hard cap pressure. The trucks are still driving through. Are they trying to go for the fucking flamethrower? I gotta see this shit. Oh, they're gonna hit the trench. What the fuck? Carty gets wiped out by B-Plug. Ivan Spargo with the flamethrower in the trenches. The sprags. Everyone in the truck got wiped. Ghosted and Carty get wiped out. Looks like we see some... Let's see a light tank. Is that a T8 or a T60? Lutz is putting some fire down range. This truck got brutally fragged. I was kind of wishing they'd use the fucking flamethrowers for that, but... It does look like... Oh, we see some pens. Hearing some pens. Looks like we do see the T-34 operating in the middle and the T-60 on the other... on this one side of that anti-tank trench. Let's see what's going on with the Roma dub. Truck gets wiped out, presumably by the T-60 trying to get that vehicle kill. Roma's got his STG in hand. Soundly hoping the T-60 doesn't spot him. We got Eagles maintaining the line. Looks like we got Hans Puffeldick and Elaine. Based off with Babyface hiding in the tall grass, waiting for something to pop up. He might spot Puffeldick. Does he not notice him? Elaine gets wiped out by Sergeant Harley. Looks like Babyface might have spotted Puffeldick, unless he's just busy watching what's going on in the front line, which, you know, Not really a whole bunch going on there, but there is everything going on to his right. Is Babyface going to look to his right? Harley does get some suppressive fire down. He does... Oh, Babyface opens fire. Gets a headshot. Looks like the T-60 is taking some mighty damage. Looks like it must have came from rockets. The T-40, the T-34, and the T-60 are opting to slink back behind the hill. Is that a... No, that's just the truck. Juden and Ritz opting in the far east. They might spot this squad. Ritz opens fire with his PPSH, wipes out the assault. Typhoon might get the refrag on him. The refrag. Misses his first shot. Gets the second one, annihilates him. Got Toby Jones. Roma Dub. Roma Dub could be facing off against Cowabunga. Cowabunga with the SVT. Cowabunga cannot get a shot as Roma Dub suppresses him to dear life with that STG. Looks like we do have the Lutz, and one of the Lutzes was taken out by the T-34. Or actually, we're seeing a T-60 operating in the back lines. Looks like it flanked the T-60. I did not spot that. Ricochet. That looked like something big. Panzer IV wipes out this flanking T-60. It is Tunney's squad. Looks like LGN are slowly managing to creep forward. We've got Frosty Sauce in the front line. Faced off against Bobby J and Sergeant Harley. Some grenades being thrown. We got Yer throwing his rockets. Frosty Sauce is running for dear life against this incoming onslaught. Oh my. All the grenades are being thrown at him. Wonder, is there a way to up the brightness in the stream? I'm noticing that... Oh, spot Sergeant Harley. Wipes him out. Harley face off against this trio. Patton's going down the trench, is he not? Frosty Sauce wipes out Patty. Looks like he's just holding position in this trench line. Seeing some explosions. Wonder what that could have been. That was a Puma. It's wiped out by Soviet AT. We also have a Lutz charging towards the windmill. He might be facing off. He might be biting off more than he can chew here, if he's not careful. Looks like they are calling out some Tigers. I should probably adjust the overlay. I'm noticing it's a bit too close to the corners. I'll do that later in a future edition. Lutz is just opting to stay still, using this nice, lovely view vantage into Panzer's End. Does get struck in the hull. Oh, it looks to be another, is that a light tank or a T-30? No, it's a T-60. T-60 is trying to thread the needle, get that front ring pen. It's a very tricky shot to do at range. Looks like the Panzer IV has come to assist. All those shells being thrown down range. Kursk is at its very core a tank map. Panzer IV lines up a shot and kills that T-60 with impunity. Looks like we got some people inside the windmill. I gotta do something real quick. Looks like Wavelengths does wipes out TurboTax. Milk is faced... Wavelengths wipes out the people inside that windmill. I'm just gonna leave my view here for a short while I reboot my TV that's acting up. Alright, I'm back. Panzer IV looks like it's diving towards Panzer's end. Will it meet its end? It's sure as hell gonna meet the front of this T-34 corpse. Perhaps it's just using it as cover. The Panzer IV might meet its Panzer's end. It does look like 9PZ is off to just hold the line. We do see a massive wave of LGN forces. The commander himself gets wiped out. A big open push. Oh my. Machine guns putting some work down. Tackling this wave. Hans, Buffalo, Cardi, Frosty Sauce, and Bad Omen. Machine gun is gonna have a field day. Cardi gets wiped out by the resulting burst. Hans Puffeldick too. Will he spot Bad Omen? Or a Bad Omen spot him? Gets wiped out by Jax, this to the side. Excellent defense. We see some rockets coming down. Oh, but he gets... Was that a redeploy or a headshot? We got Ray opting to start tightening the noose to the Lutz. Apparently people call it the Luches. I don't consider them human. Looks like we still have some more waves coming in on this open field. Got Francis. Got JPL. Oh, that man got direct impacted by a 20 mic. Oh, and the artillery shell. Why the hell is this rotate thing a feature? It sucks balls. Alright, wavelength hiding behind. He's placing down an OP. Or he's thinking about it. Looks like LGN is slowly managing to engulf the Panzer's end. If you come at this from a bird's eye view, you can see them forming a little bit of a crescent around it. Kursk is not exactly a forgiving map. We do see something of a something of a push here. We got Maho Jonkler tailing the IS-1. Got Maho Jonkler. Oh, Libby lands on top of the... We got Maho Jonkler and Libby landing on top of the IS-1. We see some satchels going down. 2 satchels on the top. Maho Jonkler rinses War Rat. Pardon Gandalf, need to run. Oh, we see some Katyushas also being popped onto Panzer's end. Looks like LGN is getting some cap weight pressure. Uh-oh. Gandalf gets executed by the Jonkler. Yeah, this T-30, this IS-1's done for. Satch is gonna go off. Kaboom! It gets wiped out. Will the secondary satchel go off? Huge play. Got Raider and Barry Hills trying to fend off their this sudden push. Let's look at his POV for a bit. Panic fires hits Libby. Finds himself all alone. We see a spawn wave off this, what appears to be a garrison. Inside the bush. Goat Piss might have spotted it. Might be he'll opt for the rocket strike. Got Perconte and Strigo. Barry Hills gets wiped out. Juicy Woosie setting up his OP. Might get spotted by Collapsed. Gets spotted by Collapsed. Major Bird's OP gets wiped. Collapse wipes out his OP. LGN are slowly starting to get us around. Looks like we also have some squad leaders in Grushki. But Grushki. LGN is starting to really ramp up the pressure. Seeing some smoke artillery falling into the dirt. The Lutz storms right inside the hard cap. We've got 2 tanks in the edge of on the hard cap. Raider, Dallas, Milk, and Clanker got to do something to deal with this threat. Oh! They all get wiped out by a burst from that Lutz. Bad Omen watching the trench with his machine gun. Shocker spots Bloodstar, wipes out his OP. Shocker's got to hold his ground. So far, he is the only chance 9PZ has for defending Panzer's End. The Lutz charges further. Some more rockets going downrange. Don Liv wipes out Shocker, Kanker, and Cowabunga. 9PZ is ousted from Panzer's End. They're desperately trying to re-establish the perimeter of sorts. And we're seeing the preset supply drop into a garrison. LGN is aiming to go for the 5-0. They are not fucking around. Oh, Bomb tries to whip out the, but something. It does look like LGN is going to secure the cap for Panzer's End. Unless we see some cracked defense. Oh, no, it's impossible. Panzer's End is taken. Now let's see how let's see how the cap for Grushki goes. The garrison immediately goes down, and we see some presence inside the hard cap from a recon squad. Man, fuck this fog. Pookie wipes out Bobby J. 9PZ is opting for the full reset. LGN is knocking at the front door.
There's a tank right in front of us, just FYI, yes. Yep.
I'm gonna rush the tank, I don't give a shit. Fuck
Happens.
it, bud. Full send.
Alright, well, he heard it.
Check that flare, check that flare.
First kill on easy. Oh, gets headshot. Or gets struck. Intake ambition and ghosted wipes out Patton. They're inside the trench. We do see some recap pressure on Panzer's End. Ghosted gets wiped out by Fulls. Look at this man, he's shaking. I know it's just the admin cam being funny, but it's funny. It's entertainment. It's cinema. He's shaking because he's nervous. Another strafing run goes down on Grushki. Oh, gets sideswiped by Frosty Sauce. Bombing goes down to Grushki. LGN starting to get some cap weight. Looks like they have opted for the airhead. It might get wiped though, seeing as it's locked down. Oh, it's no longer locked down. Do they know of its existence? They do know of its existence. Dallas might be the one to spot this if he looks to his left. Does he hear the airhead? Dallas? 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 There's an airhead right next to you, buddy. Dallas. Oh, Dallas. There's an airhead right here. Come on. Oh my god. Airhead's still overrun. Oh, but Frosty Sauce is 3 for 3. Gets wiped out by Shocker. What the? This airhead must be, like, really sneaky. Is it making any radio noise? If it's not making any radio noise, that might be, what it is. It's still overrun. Like, it's not gonna get any spawns for sure, but that was surprising. Ivan Spargo with the, with the flamethrower run again. Roman Dub opting to charge. Rockets flying above his head. They start getting cap pressure. That went somewhere. Smoke artillery is being dropped. Looks we got the Jonkler himself.
Grenade! Yeet!
That is a frag grenade. What will the Jonkler do? Jonkler wipes out Cowabunga.
Oh, the guy.
The Maho Jonkler gets rinsed. Gets turned into gets turned into paste. Sasquatch Frosty and Monkey Brain. Why does that name seem familiar? Strafe run goes down onto the point. Looks like 9PZ is desperately trying to hold on using their garrisons inside HQ. I'm hearing Dawn live with the FG-42. Frosty Sauce rinses Brawl. Gets laid out by Bobby J. More satchels going down. I'm hearing a Lutz opting to dive. It's Ray. Diving through the enemy lines. Hits it in the side. Oh, it hits a pylon. Really dangerous for this Lutz crew. Oh, and Lutz wipes it out. Ray hops out of his tank, but he is in enemy territory. Gets laid out. Monkey Brain with the flare. It is chaos. LGN might end this sooner than expected. No. I don't want this shitty filter. I want the one I was using. There we go. There we go. Now I can safely use clip. Waffen. Holding the line. Ivan Spark really loves that flamethrower. Oh, gets wiped out. Pookie's gonna have to carry the torch. Look at how condensed 9PZ's forces are. They do not want to lose. They're beating back the hard cap pressure with just sheer numbers and soft cap. LGN is just still tightening the noose. And Gold Star and Pookie coming up against Dallas. Does Dallas, what are you doing? Dallas! Okay, we got the Jonkler. Jonkler back at it again. This time with Satchel Kit for the engineer. Oh, gets laid out by Cuba. Go piss. Angry that the Jonkler died. Let's see if he wipes out Cuba. Wipes out Cuba, but almost gets his head taken off by. Gets shot instead by Easy. Maho Jonkler's back in the fight. What will the Jonkler do? He hears the tank. Is he thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, that's just the friendly tank. Oh, that is the friendly tank. The Panzer IV is opting to dive into the point. Dallas might. Dallas. Okay. Dallas whips out the rocket launcher, redeems himself by wiping out the Panzer IV right in the ass. Juden lays out intake ambition. Maho Jonkler in the front lines, hiding in a bush. Puts down the proxy satchel. Goes for the stab on Shocker. Almost goes for the second stab on Cherry Bomb. Oh, does he know that the does he spot the satchel? He does not spot the satchel. I'm gonna linger here for a bit. Maybe we'll see some good money, some big money satchel play. happening here. Ooh, cherry bomb and Jax gets turned to dust. Ginger Squad. You're with the rocket launcher. Another satchel goes off. Goldfist needs to cover his flanks. Another rocket goes off, wipes out the outpost, but another spawn wave does get off it. Ginger Squatch wipes out Bad Omen, and Libby drops to the floor. But it looks like Cardi gets the final kill. Looks like we have a T-34 scooting into the front lines. We do have a Tiger operating in the west that can one-tap it, but with a notorious fog of Kursk. Easy gets wiped out. Looks like we got Doom with the machine gun. But laying down some hate, trying to shoot this perceived threat. He does get back into the... Well, we are seeing some cap pressure on Panzer's end. Could we seeing a counterattack happen? It's the one-man counterattack from an assault player. It is Milk. What the Milk doing? Shadow might be here to spot them. What on earth am I watching? Oh. Milk gets spotted at the distance by Southpaw and gets wiped out. Still seeing some brutal pushes. Seeing this LGN squad being surrounded by 9PZ soldiers. It is Sasquatch's squad. Sasquatch himself gets wiped out by headshots. Frosty Sauce wipes out B. Can't find his name. Uki Cardi and Roma Dub spawn off. It looks like they are trying to maximize output of this outpost. Roma Dub rinses Patton. Barry Hall rinses Bad Omen. And we've got with the Greenberries, Jit and Libby. Wipes out Cherry Bomb. Might spot Yer. You might hear the footsteps. Wipes out Yer with a panic burst. Wipes out an outpost. Wipes out Patton. Man's on a roll. Follow me if you hate the fog of Kursk too. LGN still has squads inside hardcap, constantly coming back up like a cancer. Dawn live. The Jonkler gets headshot. Looks like we do have another tank. It sounds like a IS-1. IS-1 surrounded by 9PZ troops. Oh, headshot. This man slithers off the hull. What am I watching? Sound blew up. Was that a half track? Yeah, it was. Oh, Jonkler with a rocket launcher gets wiped out before he can use it. Carney might be spotting this IS-1. I'm curious, what's going on in the flanks? Haven't seen much action here. We've got Teku Francis and Collapse gets wiped out by Cuba. Fatal Watch saves himself from a PPSH burst. Let's get your POV. Runs right into a trench. Gets rinsed. PPSHs in those trenches are not to be trifled with. Teku gets executed. Ivan Spargo. Gotta get that POV.
Grenades.
Gets fucking pokeballed with a grenade. Okay, looks like the stream has started to start transmitting. We have gone past the 30-minute line. It is still 4-1. Let's see, we got Cardi. Wipes out an outpost. The twin PPSHs. Cardi wipes out Yar. Looks like Libby takes out Bible. This IS-1 is effectively... Could see a... Leprofall waits before Libby can get the satchel off, providing good cover for his teammate. Looks like we are getting some more cap pressure on Grushki. In fact, I'm entitled to say LGN just might be farming in 9PZ here at this point. They're not really going for the immediate blow to the hard cap. It does look like they are starting to get some cap pressure in. We've got two Tigers in the front door, side by side, with a third one on trans. Third one coming in. They're getting an airhead behind the Tigers. Nothing roomed up Vinny and Waffen. Looks like they are charging this lone IS-1. We're seeing two satcheliers. Two satchels side by side on the left. Warrat hops out, tries to save himself, but gets wiped out by a squad. Don Lund hops on top of the IS-1. Gets wiped. This IS-1 is down. It's gonna die. It's gonna get satcheled. Looks like they are still trying to fend off. Looks like we do see a spawn wave coming from here. Is that from a Blue Line garrison? Guessing so. They're striking the Tigers. Tigers is receiving some shots. Sergeant Dickerson wipes out Ray. We're seeing Bible Mary with the kills the squad leader. The Tigers are in danger. Seeing rockets fly by. Tigers are opting to run. There's only two Tigers. Seeing Maryland hops out of his Tiger, gets wiped. Ivan Spargo tries to cover with his flamethrower, but Clanker's gonna get behind, gets another shot off the Tiger's ass. I think no more shot to engine it, unless he's out of rockets. The Tigers are retreating. Gopis wipes out Cuba. Seen some more rockets, another big wave, and oh, I was not paying attention. It turns out they were capping the point all this time. It is a wash. That was quick. Anyway. Shit, I wasn't even expecting it to take that long, fuck. And LGN walks out of this with the decisive 5-0. 9PZ kind of got fucked with the match. with the matching. With the matchup. Shit, I might just be going through a stroke right now. Anyway, time to tune in to the chat. I'm here for the poo to fly after the game from whoever loses. Anyway, this